Ms. Keep, do we have a chart?
Okay, this is my car. I'm traveling north on Airport Way, and she came from south. This light right here is green, both sides. Mine is green, and so is she. So I'm right there, and then she trying to beat me, and I can't stop. I try to scoot onto this side, but I can't because there's a car coming here. If I scoot too much, I will be head-on with another car. So I brake so hard, and I can't stop right away.
Thank you. Ms. Canales, would you like to give your version of how the accident took place?
I was already turning, and because I knew I had enough time to go, and the light was green, but it was turning yellow at the time when I was already in the intersection. So she kind of went faster. You know how when you're already close to the light, and you know it's already yellow, and you want to get across before it's red? And she hit me.
So you were turning left.
Yes.
What do you know about the rule?
I understand. She had the right of way, but I could have made it because the light was turning
You said,
yellow.
I know I had enough time. You don't have the right of way.
When I was going, it was green when I was turning. As I'm in the turning, it turned yellow.
So it's interesting. Your testimony is that you were already in the middle of the
Yes.
turn when she sped up trying to get through the light.
Yes.
Maybe, Ms. Keep, it's a more complicated case of the person trying to speed through the light being partially liable, at least.
Your Honor, I know I was in speed, and I know
I know, but I don't know that.
The light wasn't turned yellow. It just turned green. And she trying to turn, I know she's trying to turn and trying to beat me when I
But
go
she says you were
forward.
trying to beat the light. So
I didn't try to beat the light.
This is the plaintiff's car. This damage on the front passenger side.
Yes.
And this is the defendant's car.
Yes.
Given where the damage is on the defendant's car, it's consistent with her suggestion that she was almost completing the turn because you hit her in the rear.
Well, can I use this?
You may.
This lane right here is 2 lanes. And she's in lane number 1 right here, and so does I. And she just turned right here. She's not all the way here yet. She just turned.
The damage on the defendant's car indicates that she was further along in the turn than just having started the turn. She wasn't just trying to beat it.
Well, she speed up. She saw my car, and she's trying to beat my car by turning. And I was already close to
No trees, no blind spot. You're still turning left.
Yes.
Doesn't the person turning left still have an obligation to make sure that the road is clear? She's heading straight.
Yes.
You've got to wait until all of that traffic is clear.
Isn't it also you can turn if it's safe to turn?
And it
I
clearly was not
turning.
safe. Judge Domingo?
When you saw the defendant turning in front of you, did you veer to the left or the right?
I tried to veer to my left.
You did?
Yeah.
See, that would explain why you could have hit the rear end of her car before she completed her turn.
Right.
Because you would have gone this way.
Yeah.
The damage to your car was where?
On the
Passenger side?
And
So that would have meant that you veered off.
I
and
tried.
as she was coming first right into the turn, it
Yeah.
could have been when you saw her. So that would have compensated for where you hit her and the point of contact. Now, with regard to your damages, that's where I have a problem. Because you have a vehicle which is a 2010 Nissan Armada, right? That car has a market value of $6,200. You were given by your insurance company $3,500 for an uninsured driver collision, correct?
Correct.
You then went out and paid $2,500 over and above that to repair the damages that were not covered by the insurance.
Right.
And then on top of that, you rented a car, which cost you almost $2,600.
Yeah.
So you laid out close to $9,000 to resolve this lawsuit. And I'm wondering, why didn't you just go out and buy a new car?
Because I didn't have enough money to buy a new car, and I didn't want to lose
Not
my
a new,
car.
I mean a different car that was used.
Because I'm the one owned my car, and I know
From the beginning you've owned it?
Yeah, I bought it, and I still have it, and I still own it.
But at this point, it's like putting bad money after bad money. And then you had to rent a car.
Right, because I didn't have a car to drive
So how long did you rent a car for?
for 73 days.
And you didn't think it was more practical financially for you to actually get another car?
Well, because I pay the cars little by little every week to rent the car.
The only thing I need to say to you is I can't myself get over 2 things. One, the person who goes straight has the right of way. And 2, you were uninsured. I have a hard time getting past that.